Hello, everybody. Bobby, I didn't say hi to you. Red, I didn't say hi to you, so hello. How is everybody doing this lovely Friday? Isn't it wonderful? Gigi, if you'll beat the socks off of him a couple times in a row, about 10 times, he'll probably quit playing all the time. So, anybody got any subject they want to talk about this evening? We're not going to be on, but we'll be shutting her down about 8 o'clock tonight. So, anyway, yeah, Red, I didn't look into what you had sent me earlier right up front till you had already sent me the second message, so I didn't even go there. Hey, Tucky Moon. Anyway, I went through some of the news today. I didn't see anything that really, most of the stuff you see in the quick view, I'm going to have to start going back to Reuters, I guess, and going through some of them and RT News because some of the quick news, uh, it's just all this Mar-a-Lago Mr. T crap. I'm just, you can only hear about one person so much and you're tired of hearing about it. Sharon Mercer, hello. Let's just play it by ear. Okay, we can do that, Red. Chuck, he is just headed back from the store. He was going to go get a shower. He'd been mowing all day. His back's kind of hurting, so he said he overheated a little bit today, so wasn't feeling well. He thinks he may go on maybe after Bonnie. He'll just have to see how he feels. I put a email out to my little sister, see if she is available. Maybe she can jump up and she can give us some rundowns on her race horses and some of that stuff. I've been here and they're doing pretty good, so I hope she gets to come up and like if she'll type something in the chat when she shows up. I'll give her a link and let her come up. I'm not going to pin it at the top anymore for a while until we get rid of some of the riffraff that's coming through. So I don't like having a lot of people pop up and then everybody starts arguing and talking over each other. That just gets monotonous.
Hello, Shane.
How are you, Crystal?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I don't know. Pretty good, I guess.
You don't know?
Yeah, I don't know. No one's told me and I ain't listening, so it wouldn't do any good. Eric, how you doing, bud?
Hey, everyone in chat.
Gerald Cummins, hello. So what have you been up to today? Or dare I ask?
Oh, let's clean my house.
Good. When you're done there, come over here and get mine.
Okay. Be on my next flight.
Yeah. Get out your broomstick, fly over here.
I retired that thing.
You retired that one, huh?
Uh-huh.
Hey, Cindy Fuller, how are you? Becky Justice.
Yeah, my next door neighbor, she called me and asked me to come over. She had made some homemade chili and cornbread and wanted me to come get some.
You hadn't even hung up yet. You was halfway across the yard, weren't you?
No, and a piece of cake.
Oh, hell.
I was like, thank you. That'll last me a couple of days.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Cut up some hot dogs in it, put some cornbread in it, and ate it.
Yeah, there's lots of different ways to eat that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cindy, It's 93 degrees today, and tomorrow it's supposed to be 68 and rainy. And it's typical. Our fall festivals here, there's about a 30% chance of rain, 68 degrees. We got a parade, we got kiddie rides, and we got all the animals to show and all the crops. And Missouri boot ride, hello. And I've seen another one.
Have you noticed it's getting darker quicker?
Oh, yeah. About this time every year it starts, you know,
Yeah.
less hours of the sunlight because it moves, I think, closer to the equator, so it's less above to the northern hemisphere. So I think that's what causes it. When it moves lower south, we don't get as much.
Yeah. I wish I could send the rain somewhere else.
Well, there's a lot of people begging for it right now. They probably wish the same thing. Like I said, we haven't had none in a couple of weeks, other than a mist or two here and there. So we only got a 30% chance tomorrow. But the meteorologist I talked to a long time ago, he said when they say 30% chance of rain, does not mean you've got a 30% chance of rain. It means 30% of the coverage area, and that could be a big area. How much they cover. 30% of that area will have rain. Whether you're in the rainy spot or not could be a different story.
It's always seemed to rain when it's on the lower side than the bigger side.
Yep.
It's starting to cool off here at nighttime, though. Hot as you know what during the day, but it's starting to cool off at night.
Yes.
I'm wondering if we're going to have some. Oops, go ahead.
I was just reading Christopher's out loud. Hadn't cut his grass in 2 weeks in northern Indiana. It's Christopher Sander. So they must be pretty dry there, too.
We sure ain't. It's Florida. It always rains in the afternoon most of the time.
Yeah, but it's usually not very much, is it?
It's rained a lot this season.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if we're going to get cooler sooner than we thought we were.
Yeah, but even in Florida, it doesn't get that chilly.
No, it don't start getting kind of really chilly till January, February.
Right. And by the 1st of April, you're already warming back up.
Yep. I just wish it'd hurry up so I could turn my dang AC off and open windows and doors.
Well, here at nights we can. It's down to 65 here lately at night.
Well, they finally got the wood ready at the prison, and they went and picked it up today.
What was they doing with that now?
They're building my porch.
Oh, okay.
They've been waiting on the wood because Eric, my rent man, he ordered it from the prison.
Ah.
And they finally got it ready.
What do they do? Pre-cut it and everything for you?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I just know they're long pieces of wood.
Yeah, deck boards.
Yeah, well, I hope. Annie bought some more sheetrock, and I got sheetrock laying all over my house, up against the walls. Well, I don't know why he wants more.
It takes quite a bit of sheetrock to do a house, trust me.
Yeah.
Hey, Chuck. Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, Chuck. I think they're gonna. Maybe they'll start this weekend.
You better plan on Monday.
Well, he's already got a contract job. He works for himself.
Right.
So he told Eric, my landlord, because I told Eric I wanted him to do it, and because he has help to be able to help him do stuff quicker, and he said he can do it on the weekends and the days he gets off early. So it's going up quicker than it would with the other two that were here.
Yeah, some of them people work by the hour, and you can tell it It takes them a long time to get anything done.
He only worked like 3 or 4 hours and leave, the guy that was here before. And Eric, my rent man son, paid him. Dwayne wanted his big grill he had. It cost a lot to do the porch, so he done gave it to him, and they hadn't showed up in 4 weeks to even try to do this. And I told him I didn't want them coming back over and you making them. How do I know that they're not going to sabotage my porch because they're mad at you?
Well, that's why you never pay people in advance. You give them half down, enough of the material, and maybe a little bit of wages, and you give them half when they're done. That way they're
Karma's
more
coming back.
Huh? Do what?
I said karma's coming back on them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can only screw over so many people in the construction world, and you'll be out of business. Then you're begging all these good people to work for them, and they're saying, "No, you screwed over too many people. We can't have that on our crew."
Well, see, he was just trying to help them out. I mean, they get a check each a month.
Yeah.
And they get more together than I get. And they live in a what do you call it? One of those metal buildings.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, all by choices. You know, you make silly choices and do silly things, and it's going to come back and bite you right in the butt.
Oh yeah.
Trust me, I had a long life of making a lot of bad choices when I was
Me
first
too.
starting out in construction and owning my own company, and made some bad decisions. And I'll tell you what, it took me forever to recoup. Probably about 5, 6, 7 years to recoup from that.
Mm.
And I started doing a really good job for everybody, and I started getting lots and lots of calls.
Cool. Hey Chuck.
Hey,
Chuck, how you
I'm
doing, buddy?
dragging my donkey.
You said that heat zapped you.
Yeah, it was out there. I'm fixing it first. Put a set of gator blades on it and got a solenoid on it. Then I
Hey,
cut
Kitty.
it a good while and the damn shit back and forth blowing on you. And I'm so damn tired I don't even want to go get in the shower.
I've been there, man. Not he completely cool down and get some fluids in you.
I feel like a short-legged weenie dog. I'm dragging everything.
For as tall as you are, you didn't know your ass could drag the ground, right?
Yeah. Watch that. I might step on my boys.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure with your back issues, and then you bounce around on that mower, probably didn't help much either. Would you say 5 hours?
About 4.
Okay. Patriot Missile, thank you. I seen you subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Bobby, the same way with you. All the others, I think I said thank you too. I appreciate it. I was trying to clean out my emails, and I had to go through and read all of them, so I didn't miss anybody. And boy, I tell you what, that was a minute. Figure all that out. I need to go check, see how many mods I got down there helping Fred.
When I'm up, I try to jump back and forth, and I'll catch them sometimes. Usually, every time I click it, somebody else done got it. It's usually Red or.
Yeah, Red's quick. Got Tony Lee and Red. That looks about it. I see your name popping up a few times, but you're in here.
And if I feel antsy, I'll go ahead and add them about 20 clicks and 5 extra minutes.
Yeah. Okay, Red. No, I was over here looking. I seen you got Eric. I just want to make sure you're okay, girl. I don't want to overload you and you get mad at me. Anyway, I mean, I can't just sit up here and expect them to do everything without at least checking on them. And,
Yeah.
it's not right of me to, that makes me feel like I'm using them. Where they're volunteering, you got to treat them good because it's all you can do, especially when you're small, and I don't ask for no money and I don't, I'm not saying I'll always be that way. I may get monetized. I may have a buy me a coffee or something, but, you know, and I'll do what I can from there for them.
Yeah.
Technically, that's fine.
I am so tired of these pop-up ads. They come in like 20 at a time, and if I'm watching something, then I go off, and I go to find something else, they'll pop right back up.
Oh, yeah. They're linked to everything. Come, girl, hello. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know what I rock about. I never have nothing to talk about. I just get up here and blabber away until somebody joins me. And I let them kind of just visit about anything they want. Because sometimes, like Chuck, he'll come up. He usually does a little better looking than me. Like I said, I hadn't been looking a lot, but I did skim through it, and I didn't see anything worth talking about today. So.
Well, I'll be back in a minute. Ow.
I'm gonna put it on the screen. Chuck, this is for you. On the
Uh,
screen. This is on the screen. It's for you.
yeah, I came in 5 minutes behind me.
It took a while to crawl out of the truck, did it?
Yeah. Then I come in and while we were at the store, I got stuff to make banana pudding. I come in and made it. You don't know how bad I didn't want to fool with it, but I knew I had to get it done and get it in there so that it's got to sit.
Yep. Got to chill. I mean, you can eat it warm. It just don't taste as good.
Yeah, you want them cookies to soak some of that up.
Yep. Them Nilla wafers.
Yeah.
I love Nilla wafers. I'll sit and eat a whole damn box of them just as a snack. Boy, that's not good on my teeth.
I used 2 of the big boxes of almost like a bunch and a half of bananas and one of the big things of pudding and 3 of the small. So I ended up using half a gallon of milk or more. That's a big old thing of a place.
Yeah, how's that fit in your fridge?
I got in a giant Tupperware thing that I got.
Ah,
It's probably 2 gallons of stuff, maybe a little more.
now do you crumble up some of them Nilla wafers on the top and then put cookies on the top also?
No, I'm lazy the way I do it. I'll cut all the bananas up the bottom, stir about half the pudding and stir them up good. Then I added 1 box of cookies, stirred it into that, added the other pudding, poured the other cookies in it and stirred it all around, made sure they were all kind of mixed all together real well. And a lot of people layer it, and I'm like, half the time to me, the bottom stays dry, and
Right.
I figure it's all going to mix up when I chew it up anyway. So.
Hey, Tracy. Yeah, banana pudding's one of my favorites.
Y'all eat that stuff like it's sick.
Oh, yeah, that's me. I just make small amounts at a time. Just,
I like it too, but I'm in love with rice pudding. I think I could eat that by the gallons.
it's all right. I don't mind it, or occasionally tapioca, but other than that, I don't eat a whole lot of any. I don't like chocolate pudding. A lot of people love that.
So I feel sorry for
What happened?
what's his name took over. He died.
Yeah, and whoever they hired in England over there is supposed to be the British version of Hillary Clinton. some woman they hired in over there.
Huh?
Hey, Chuck's wife.
Hey,
Vicky.
How you doing tonight?
good.
Got to go to work?
No, thank God.
She's off
Thank God.
tomorrow night, and she may spend one of her vacation days for 3 days, and she's been liking to do that lately.
Yeah, I seen somewhere today. I was looking around on the interweb, and I guess Queen Elizabeth's son Charles is going to take over.
Yeah, he already has.
Yeah, I heard something like that. I read something about that. It did interest me.
Prince Charles.
We
Oh,
I
yeah.
got a friend in England.
I seen somebody, these boys, they were tap dancing, but they were at the Buckingham Palace in front of it, and they were tap dancing to some song, and it was a funny song.
Yeah, I seen somebody over in England posted something, and it was the Wizard of Oz, and Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I messaged my friend in England. I said, look, did she really die this time? Because over here, I think she died like 5 or 6 times already. She laughs. She goes, she's actually dead.
Yeah, she's starting a freezer burn, so they had to do something.
There was another woman over there that they were saying it stepped into her place to play her place, and she died too on the same day and was 86 years old at the same. I don't know.
Who's he calling?
I heard something. I'm too damn tired to pay attention.
Yep. Tony Lee, you're probably correct. Movita, hello. Welcome.
Hello, everybody that just come in. I hope you're having a wonderful evening.
I think this is a very rare occasion.
Hello.
Hey, how are y'all too?
Hi.
Oh, are
Okay.
y'all sad?
Hey, guys.
Yeah, we look real sad, don't we? Hi, Chuck.
Yeah. I ain't
Hi.
seen that big of smiles for a sad person in a long time.
Yeah.
What do y'all think
No.
about y'all's queen?
Well, we didn't really like her much anyway, but
I don't either.
What do you think about the new queen? Queen Charles.
yeah. Well, yeah. I was talking to someone today, and she likes the Queen, but she said 80% of the UK hates Charles. So.
Yeah.
Are
Yep.
they taking it good over there, or are they more people crying, or are there more people just don't care?
I think there's some that are crying and some that are celebrating.
Yeah. I seen these guys that were doing a tap dance in front of the Buckingham Palace, and they were playing
Yeah.
some song behind it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw them.
I mean, it does
Yeah.
seem a bit odd. It'll take a bit of getting used to, I think.
Yeah.
You've been on the throne longer than we've been alive,
Mm-hmm.
But
Been on
but
the
no, I
throne
mean,
probably longer than your grandparents been alive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
they said like
Well,
she
my
was 96.
grandparents, anyway, yeah.
actually, Chuck, my grandmother was Victorian. My grandfather only just scraped into the, only just missed the Victorian era. That's what I'm trying to say.
Ah,
My grandmother was born in 1900.
Lord.
My dad was the last of a long line of children.
Yeah.
My grandparents were in their 40s when he was born. So
That's my grandmother. She was born in 1919. My grandfather was born in 1901.
yeah, much
I
same
think
era.
my great nana was 1903.
I love your curtains. They're so pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Very festive.
It gets cold.
Remind-
So Got some
Reminds you
heavy
of a
and
mix between, sorry, go ahead.
no, you're all right, mate. Go on.
I was gonna say that they remind me of a mix in between Easter and Valentine's Day, kind of all going on at
Yeah.
once.
Yeah. I think they're
Got the
meant
Easter
for,
colors, but the hearts.
yeah, I think they're meant for a child's bedroom, but I like them.
There you go. All that matters is your house. You decorate the way you want.
That's it, innit?
Yeah.
They say, why don't you hang pictures on more of your walls? I say, because I don't like it like that. It's just more crap to clean around.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
Shane, the
Yeah.
lady that was over here working, well, she wasn't, but he was, the ones that ain't come back.
Yeah.
They were going around trying to tell me what should go where, like stuff hanging on the wall and stuff. And I said, excuse me, this is my house, not yours. I know you used to live here before, and you were married to my cousin's husband, but
Yeah.
no, your deal is to fix the house, not to come in here and tell me how to decorate.
Mm-hmm.
Roger Graves, hello. Groves, excuse me.
Hello, Roger. And everybody else.
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Like my dining room's got every holiday in it.
Have you seen the flooding in Europe?
The
Mm-mm.
what?
Flooding.
Uh-uh.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Over in Germany, it's particularly bad.
Poland and Italy, I think.
Really?
Yeah, just very timely, as usual, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And
Loads
loads of earthquakes in around Iceland, which isn't too far away from us.
Right. What was you saying, Chuck?
Between the weather machines and the collider, you figure that's probably a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
You would do it.
I heard
Yeah.
Germany's going to have a hard time this winter.
They already are, aren't they? With the prices, they're 1,000% higher than before.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like $10 loaves of bread and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
They already
anybody
can't feed
wants to work.
themselves over there.
Some can and some can't.
The divide is getting ever wider
Yeah.
everywhere, isn't it?
Yep.
Between the haves and have-nots.
Yep. And that's exactly what they want. Called
Mhm.
division.
Cool.
And the ones that have not end up start taking from the ones who have, and that back there is your civil war.
Well, that's all that's happening. Crime's going through the roof. And obviously, people pegging out, sudden deaths. That's all that you see.
Yep.
Have y'all heard about, I don't remember what state it is, that they're fixing to start letting out murderers, rapists?
Oh, that guy from Pennsylvania was running on that.
I hope it don't happen. That's for sure.
Well, I hope he don't get voted in. He's running for a Senate,
Exactly.
something, one of the seats in there. And that's just silly. You know, they're in there for a reason. I can go, okay, I'll give you this. The people that are in for, let's say, marijuana charges, since half of our country has went either medical or legal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can understand short of nurse. As long as there wasn't no aggravated assault involved, there wasn't nothing, it was merely possession. I can understand that. But what you do is you turn normal people like to smoke a little pot into hardened criminals, and you throw them in the pen with murderers, rapists. How do you think they're going to come out? The same way.
Most of them do, yeah.
Yeah, it's just the training ground, isn't it?
Now you're going to let out people that was perfectly fine that probably should have just got a slap on the wrist, sent to rehab, and tried to help them instead of just throwing away the key, and locking the door.
Yeah.
And they lock up with all these bad people. And it's just, it was a wrong way to do, and they've been saying that since '89 when they really cracked down on it.
It's worth a lot of money to them.
They make money every day off of people like that.
Yeah, and most of them are victims as well. That's one thing they don't tell you.
Yeah.
I know.
It's not you're guilty, you're proven proven innocent till guilty. Now it's backwards. It's guilty till you can prove yourself innocent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Well, that's what they've done with everything. They've just reversed everything. They say one thing and mean the opposite.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right, we'll just have to move the table at the thing. Our dog wants to come up.
Come on, baby.
Come on. Come on, you can just keep everyone waiting.
Oh, hey there.
Roger, I don't know. That's a good question. Only time will tell.
Beautiful dog.
He is, yeah, he's lovely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Jen.
They're all crying. I mean, King Charles, sorry, is a friend of Klaus Schwab.
About
Yeah.
Schwab.
Yeah. So like I say, 80% of the UK doesn't want him as king. So we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. So they're obviously trying to make sure that we all take notice of the climate change with all this weather stuff.
Hey, Jen. Hey, guys.
That's my opinion.
I'm so tired that took effort.
Somebody can't lift your arms, huh?
Yeah.
Hi, Jen.
They just starting the football game. I heard them shooting off fireworks.
Yeah, it's
All right.
Friday night.
Of course, yeah.
Hey, well,
I'm
it's
not that
cool
far
anyway.
from the high school.
No.
Yeah. Friday
I'm
night.
not that far from the high school.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Of course, it's much earlier there, isn't it?
Mhm.
What'd you say, Judd?
Yeah, the Friday night lights.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I'm about 2.5 blocks from the football field. Yeah. Garrett, hello.
Yeah. Is it a big stadium?
It's not a big stadium. It's pretty neat, though. It's down in a low spot. So our bleachers go up one side, and then the other side, the visitors just got a small bleacher, but it's also got a track around it. And all the track and field and footballs down there on that one. And we got another football field. It's a practice field, and it's up by the baseball field, which is right up on the hill to the west of it. But yeah, our little football field it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. You can park way up top on the hill side by the school and park in your cars when it's cold and watch the football game from up top. What makes it neat?
So, what are the bleachers?
What?
What are the bleachers?
Okay, the bleachers are just flat areas for everybody to go sit together and watch a football game down up toward the field.
Oh, okay.
Look like
we
long
Right, okay. Yeah.
picnic table bench things. And it's like steps going up.
Yeah, they're stacked,
Okay.
one behind the other one.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Yeah, y'all probably call them something else over there. But that way everybody can see the game because you're not looking at the back of someone's head.
Y'all
Right.
hear that?
Yeah.
So
No, I
Yeah, I heard
didn't.
it, Crystal.
Oh, what?
In the firework.
My cats were going crazy.
Oh, you cats. We've had an
Yeah.
owl. I've had a big owl hooting for the past few nights.
I have an owl that sits in the back of my yard, and I hear him all the time. Her, him,
Oh, wow.
whichever.
Yeah. It's cool.
Is that how I live?
Mostly we just have seagulls.
Yeah.
what time's it getting to be there, Tony?
It's
What time?
25 to 1.
25. Wow. Yeah, I keep forgetting y'all are way ahead of our schedule.
Yeah. But,
6 or
well,
7 hours. You guys are what, like 6 or 7 hours, depends on where at in the UK you're at, huh?
Where you are, I think, more than where We've only got one time thing.
You only have one time. It's 6:35 here.
Yeah, in the UK and Scotland and everything, we only have one time. Europe's different; they have different times to us. But
It's about 1,000 miles.
It's 7:35 here. I'm
Yeah.
in Florida though.
Yeah, you're 6 hours or 5 hours from them, and I'm 6 hours from them.
yeah,
Where are
Time
you
wise.
at, Frisco?
She's
Florida.
Okay, that's where my daughter's at.
I'm in a little bitty town. If it didn't have no palm trees in it, it would look just like a little country town.
Remember
very
that?
little. Sorry.
Yeah, Vicky's friend, they live in Banbury, and I think some of them live over by Sherwood.
Oh yeah, that's not too far away. Nottingham.
Yeah.
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 Cool.
Our grandparents were in the Sherwood Foresters.
Buddy of mine used to tell me about when he was in the Air Force over there, and he was stationed. He lived in Banbury or a little village by it or whatever, and he's talking about the little pub, and all his time off he spent in there drinking Guinness and throwing darts. So one of the little old farmer men taught him how to throw darts and made him a set of handmade darts.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not very good at that.
Oh. Hi, Gigi.
Oh, hey, Gigi.
Then I met one of his buddies is military over there. He was the English military, and he came to visit him over here. And he said, when an old man makes you a set of darts, that really means something. It ain't just like a kid made you a homemade gift. They got to really like you to make a set of darts for you.
Yeah, it's no easy task to make homemade darts and have them balanced. That is no
Absolutely,
easy task.
yeah. Precision items, aren't they?
Oh yeah, especially if you're using metal tips and depending on the plates you use on the back end. Then it's all hand carved wood, and then you got to thread. You got to put the thread on the end of that. And if you ain't got a special die to do that on wood, that is. Trust me, I used to lathe darts, and it was a nightmare for me. I had all the tools to do it, and I give up because I couldn't get the precision right. So they either back heavy or front heavy.
And them old men make them by hand without any machines. That's kind of weird. I guess it's an art.
Oh yeah, the wooden pins with the ink inserts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are. I tried to make a couple of them. I failed miserably.
I suppose it's probably the same as making like arrows.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said. The old man was a bowsmith. He said he was like 90 years old, maybe 5'5". He said he walked off. He turned the camera on. Let's see.
Yeah.
Said he kind of walked around all bent over. You know how Ozzy walks around bent over like that? He kind of walked around like Ozzy. And he's real slow. And he gets to throwing the darts, and he just hold them up there, and he's all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bless.
Yeah. The pint in one hand, the darts in the other.
Definitely characters in them old pubs.
Yeah. So they'll get 2 pints. 1 pint they'll make last until a little while. And he said that about a half hour before they leave, they'll get a pint. They'll either finish it or not, but they have one, then they play, then they finish, and they go.
Yeah.
Yes.
I used to throw darts a long time ago.
Is that a normal thing when people go out like that? They'll have 2 pints, and that's about it.
Donnie, y'all are freezing up a little bit, bud.
What?
Yeah, y'all are freezing up.
Hello, Elysius.
Republic? Dominican. Huh.
Yeah, you got Dominicans here.
Well, that's right. We got people from the UK here. We got the other night we had what?
I ain't got nothing against them. That's just weird.
I met some good people from over there. I met them on vacation one time when I was over in Laughlin. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, they're kind of like Indian, like American Indian, or like kind of Indian and Mexican and Spanish together, sort of is what they are, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't have any problems with them. I mean,
Yeah.
we lost Tony and Katie. They was pros, solid. I don't know what happened.
Did you see that message I sent you this morning?
I think I did. I can't remember. I'll have to go back and look.
One had issue with, they made a big issue on a show about the other night with y'all, and then last night with me.
Who did?
That person had an issue with last night.
Hmm.
The one you ended up getting kicked.
Yep. Yep. I know you're
I
talking
wasn't
about.
in here that time.
What happened?
She noticed my flag up there, and then I didn't even know it was a girl. But she noticed my flag up there and started making a big thing of it and said only people that have a flag that has that on it are either skinheads or racists.
It's a fucking Texas flag. Is she a
I'm a
retard?
fat one.
Oh shit. She
Tell me how you
looked
really feel, Will.
I kind of went left a little bit.
Well, when you come into a channel and you start calling people racist, it really gets aggravating to to some. And because we don't go to their place.
She must have been front door.
She said whatever it was. She said, "Oh, I knew if I watched them long enough, their true whiteness would come out." Said you guys were talking about putting picket fences up with barbed wire or concertina wire and all along the border, and y'all were laughing about it. That was the other night, I guess. Whenever she said, "I don't know who she is," I didn't know it was a girl first.
Yeah, and here's the thing. We never pull out the race cards.
There's no sense in it.
Yeah, we never do that. But people come in here and they pull it out and then blame us for it.
Yeah.
That's a typical left side move, basically.
It's a typical racist, if they want to call it. To me, it's the epitome of one, the one that looks for a reason to give somebody hell about something.
Oh yeah, they're just looking for reasons to argue. And
They'll tell you not to judge, but
yeah, but
they want to judge you. That don't make no sense.
Well, most of them don't. Yeah, Tony, I kind of figured that's what happened.
It's kind of hard to be racist when there's only a human race here. So
Yeah, I know it. That's what I said.
We all bleed the same color and come from the same father.
That's what I said.
The red flag. That's
Plus, I've got a brother-in-law who's black that I love to death, and I got two nephews that are mixed that I love.
Well, like I said, there's nothing wrong. Like I said, it don't matter the color.
Mm-mm.
It's how they. It's not what a person looks like. It's what a person does in life.
how you.
It's their character.
Yeah.
Whether they're good people or bad people, it don't matter who crafts what, or if they're a different color than you. It doesn't matter.
I think everybody's mixed with something.
Oh yeah.
Like last night, the only thing I know of that I'm half of is Czechoslovakian, and I know I got some Cherokees, like an eighth or so, or a little more, and then
Yeah, my second husband he's 3/4 Cherokee.
I think the rest is like Dutch, Irish, and German or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I know you don't make him mad.
Well, he's got that Viking look. Why would you? That would just be plumb silly.
I'm Francis Sodian.
I didn't even realize I had the camera on when I got pissed off. I went back and looked at it. I looked like I was a little bit crazed when I got pissed off.
He looked like he was ready to reach through there and choke somebody to death. I just kind of slid over the side.
Tried to maintain with all the cussing. I did cuss a little bit.
His eyes get huge when he gets mad. Look like
Yeah, I
they're about
noticed.
to pop out of his head.
Yeah, there's bugging out a little bit. I knew he was a little upset.
She's like, I'm not calling you a racist. I'm just saying everybody that has that kind of stuff is either a white supremacist or a racist. I'm like, you're not calling me one, but you're saying that. Okay.
Well, that's when you ask him, how many people do you know that have that stuff? Oh, me, one? Okay.
It's just somebody, like she said, she looked long enough, she'd find something.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, but, you're going to get them. It just,
Are
that's just
you
all.
not? Yeah. But how are you not racist, but you're asking a racist question or saying a racist question? Because that's being racist towards you.
Right.
I don't even look at it, like I said, there's only one race. I just look at it as hateful people looking for something to give somebody grief over.
Yeah, they get their kicks off.
We all bleed the same color blood.
Exactly. Come from the same father.
Gigi, if you got 12 eyes, you're a bug I haven't seen before. Yeah, you should have never taken that free trip to Chernobyl. Good one, Tony.
Better watch it. Between where you're at and where we're at, they got 5 eyes, 7 eyes, and 9 eyes watching us.
Oh, yeah.
That's 21 eyes altogether.
Yeah, it's a few.
I don't even know what I just said. I'm so freaking tired.
Yeah, I can imagine. Stuff was getting pretty tall, was it?
Oh yeah, some of them German shepherds could hide in.
Oh, it's pretty thick then too.
Yeah. Is that the hay had it was started seeding? I bet it. Yeah, it might not have, but I imagine it might have beat the hell out of the new blades. They were new gator blades, them heavy, thick ones with the multiple mulching blades on top.
Yep. Yeah, that when it gets that long, yeah, it just almost lays down on you, and then you have to go back over and do it again because it just strips them. It doesn't really cut them off. Yeah, it's a bad deal when they get that big and that thick. You almost need a swather and bail that crap up.
I'm actually surprised they didn't come and write us a ticket.
But it is good for your yard every couple of years to let it seed out.
Yeah, let it fill in, huh?
Try to put the rest of that gas in that mower.
All right.
Yeah, I was waiting for them to find me on the yard because I'd be taking up there and having a discussion because they ain't mowed none over here
What do you
around
say,
the
George?
roads and stuff.
Yeah, they're funny around here, but I think they're only worried about giving traffic tickets. The economy here is based off of Interstate 20 and speeding tickets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, George, how you doing, bud? Going to bed early, huh? Okay. Yeah, 3 o'clock does come early in the morning.
Hey, George.
Yeah, we'll go about another hour and then we'll shut her down because I know there's other people coming on.
Bonnie coming on tonight?
Yeah, at 8 o'clock. Hey, Barb.
Hey, Shane.
Yes.
I have to step down. I got to go across the street to my neighbor's house.
All right.
But I'll catch up with y'all at Bonnie's. I just heard about Bonnie.
Okay.
Bye, everybody in chat. Bye, Chuck. Bye, Chuck's wife.
Bye, Crystal.
Love y'all.
Chuck ain't in here. I'll tell him you said bye.
All right. Thanks.
Gigi, Bonnie's going on at 8 o'clock. I don't know how long she's going to run tonight. But anyway. So how many of them boys you got living at the house still, Chuck?
Huh?
How many of them boys you still got living at the house?
My oldest boy and the youngest 16-year-old and 30-year-old, 31-year-old.
Now, didn't you say your oldest had a lady friend?
Now my middle son does. He had 2 exes and he got 3 kids between 2 of them, and both of them. One of them, he was working on a tugboat, screwed around with him. He come home and caught her with somebody else. Matter of fact, caught her with the locks changed and all this shit was out in the front yard. I guess she burned it. And he was at work.
Wow.
And the bitch was steadily calling me.
Huh.
The other one, she left him while he was asleep. She's the one that caused him to lose his job on the tugboat. He was being trained to be a pilot. He was going to run the run, and the captain was going to have him on one because one was coming ready.
Wow.
And told him his first year they probably started him out about $35,000 a month.
She did his work hard. He couldn't find it. You know those cards they have to get on the boats?
I didn't know you had to have one, but I haven't been around that stuff, so I don't know how that works. There you are. I have no clue what I'm doing this weekend. Probably going to get out and go for a ride somewhere.
I didn't let it set, and I'm forcing myself to eat it.
You just couldn't stay away, could you?
No.
If you're in a hurry, you always just put a bowl, make a bowl out of it. Always make you a bowl of it up and throw it in the freezer. About 10 minutes later, you're perfect.
Make it do stuff quicker and get cold.
Yep. But the rest of it, you can let, in the fridge.
Right.
But it's usually got to sit in that fridge for about 2 hours minimum.
Yeah, I've only had it in there maybe a half hour, an hour.
Yeah, you could have thrown a bowl in there right away in that freezer, and you'd been 10, 15 minutes later, you'd be good.
Smell it. It smells good.
Yeah, Blackwatch said earlier, you ought to, instead of using regular milk, he says he likes using chocolate milk in his.
I don't know how it turned out to be about like a hot button and split or something.
Yeah, I just couldn't see the flavor of that being real well. I may be wrong.
Biggie likes to use a banana pudding, but I use it the old-fashioned way, use vanilla.
I like the French vanilla better than I do the regular vanilla, though.
Red, yes. Yes. I was told that also, Red. Well, Barb, that sounds good. Low and slow.
I know it's a cheap way of doing it. Cheap way too. I love pork steak with shake and bake on.
So I've never been a big fan of breading. The other day I called around seeing what the specials were around this little town, and one of them had a chicken fried hamburger. And I said, "You got to be kidding me! I've never heard of that."
They're not bad, but it's kind of weird.
Yeah, they just don't even. That's like chicken fried chicken. What? Okay, whatever. You be careful. He might throw you out one day and you have to move into a trailer. You beat him too many times at Catan.
I know one place used to do, they called it a chicken fried hamburger steak, and it was, the big giant hamburger buns?
Yeah.
It was probably a good inch and a half thick, and it hung out an inch all the way around on the whole bun. It was breaded like a chicken fried steak, but they did lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, and pickles, or if you wanted onion or whatever, they loaded it up like that. Hell, by the time they put all that stuff on it, you have to take a bite from the top and the bottom. You couldn't take a bite of the whole thing.
Yeah, you have to squish it down as hard as you can. Still can't get your mouth over it.
They used to hold the shit out of them too. It was a few years ago, but they had them like $2, and they couldn't keep them.
Oh, I bet not. Wow. I don't even bread my chicken fried steaks anymore. I don't even bread them. I just usually I throw them on my foreman, cook them. Just I don't know. It don't take very long at all. You get it good and hot, throw it on there, close the lid. 30 seconds later, turn it off and let them sit on there. Let it sit for about 60 seconds. Throw it on bread with a piece of cheese, mayonnaise, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
No mess required. Quick and easy, and tastes, I think, better actually. Half the time the breading falls off anyway as you try to eat it.
Or it sticks in the pan.
Yeah. Yep.
Spend all that time watching it being all delicate and go to flip it and the whole bottom sticks.
Yeah, I hate that crap.
Yeah, and it don't matter if you spray your pan or put a little olive oil down either. It still will. Something about it. You just absorb all that up and just glues itself. I was like, it ain't worth all that trouble to bread them. The heck with it. Half of it you lose anyway.
Yeah.
Waste flour and whatever you use, whether it's cornflakes or crushed up, whatever.
Hot, or am I having a hot flash?
It's sort of hot. I've been hot since I come in from outside.
Yeah, Shane, I finally went and got some of that collagen.
Yes.
I got the pills. I see why now everybody does the powder.
Well, the powder.
Huge.
They look like suppositories. They want you to take 4 of them twice a day.
Yeah.
Holy. Well, I know the regular collagen, not the biotrust. You just get the regular, no flavored. And you're supposed to put, they say 1 scoop in a 16-ounce glass or bottle of water. BS. Like drinking cold piss.
Ew.
Is it nasty?
Yeah. Oh my God. But if you'll use about half or 3/4 and drop you a couple of drops of lemon juice in there, it's good. Hey, Bonnie. What are you cooking, Bonnie?
Hey, Bonnie.
Hey, Bonnie. I don't know what I'm cooking.
Yeah, Bonnie, I'll be getting off here in an hour. So,
Rabbits might be out there hiding somewhere. I hadn't seen them lately.
I'm sure he's hopping around somewhere. Yeah, Wanda. They say if you use that vanilla, Ed was telling us if you use vanilla in your coffee, it's really good. Oh, he's there. I knew he'd hop in eventually. He showed up in the chat.
There he is.
So, Bonnie, what are you cooking? Anything good? Or are you just whipping up a big old batch of Frosty? I have to give her crap. Yeah, she says she tries to hide it from that baby girl, and that baby girl can find it no matter where she hides it. Yeah. Yeah, Wanda, I don't take it a whole lot because, you know, it makes your hair and nails. I'm good about the hair, but the nails grow faster and better, stronger. I mean, I'm already cutting my fingernails, toenails. It's like my fingernails every couple of days, and my toenails every other week. It's like, you get a little older, it's hard to reach them toes anymore. You know, in construction your whole life, you know, you don't take real good care of your feet. So them old nails get pretty tough. You usually have to soak your feet in some water for about 20 minutes before you can really cut them correctly.
Yeah, Bonnie, I do them poor man T-bones. I borrow a bone up from somebody and I mash a hamburger around it.
Like a poor boy steak. Open a package of bologna and throw it on the grill.
Yeah.
Bonnie, do you got a HEB by you?
Who was you talking to? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Yes, Bonnie, they had an HEB store there.
Oh.
You got
Amelia,
one by
welcome.
HEB store. Grocery store, you got one, Shane?
No. Nope. Not up here. I mean, not in Panhandle of Texas where we do a lot of shopping because, you know, there's no tax on groceries in Texas. And then up in Kansas, it's just Walmart's or Dillon's.
HEB's kind of like an old school. You remember the old IGA stores?
Yes, I do.
They're kind of like that.
Country Homesteading, hello.
Really good prices on meats.
Still got butchers and they cut their own meat and grind their own burger.
Yeah, Bonnie? Yeah, it's always good when you can eat steak for the same price you eat hamburger. So I usually have cattle butchered for me. Take them in. I can pay the processing fee. I can buy half of beef and they'll sell the other half to somebody else. I can eat steak for the same price of burger.
It's down 25 miles away.
I just need to go there and get some food.
Biggie said they got good deals over here at the one we go to. And Super One, I don't know who's got Super One around them, but I guess hamburger and what else did you say?
Pork roast.
Pork roasts are on sale. You take that pork roast, have it cut up, and it'd be a bunch of pork steaks.
Yeah, I used to love the butterfly pork steaks. You know, the thicker cut.
Yeah.
But I only like it when I cook them because I go to a restaurant and get them. They overcook them. They're tough. They're dry. No flavor. Like
Yeah. We
I'll
get
do
them
it.
thick ones. We get them thick ones and cut them open and put
Yep.
stuffing inside of them and bake them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I made
Oh.
stuff in here a while back and stuff. And I put crab meat, shrimp, and crawfish.
Oh yeah. Ed, British Bateman, hello, from England. Not you, Ed. We know where you're from. Yeah, there's all walks of life in here the last week or so, hasn't there been? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ed, I hope everything's going well for you.
Welcome to Walmart.
Yeah. Get your shit and get out.
That's what I want to tell them at night. I'm trying to stock. Can you show me where this is? Or you know where this is?
Look with your eyes, not your mouth, is what my mama used to tell me. Well, they're asking, where's it? Where's that? Where's this? Well, you're looking with your mouth. Look with your eyes and you'll see it.
Right?
Hey, Pappy Two Bears. Yeah, my mom wouldn't point out nothing for me. She made me go find it. She said, it's right where you left it.
Oh yeah. That's how my mom was.
I said, where's that? And she goes, right where you left it. You heard me the first time.
That's like if it was shoes or coats or something. I don't wear them. Where'd you leave them?
Yep. All right, Bonnie. Have a good dinner.
Enjoy it. I had banana pudding for supper.
When you had tacos.
I know. I would stop while we were out. I went and got some street tacos.
Uh-oh.
One taco trailers over here.
And they had a tin foil with onions in it.
Yep.
I ate a couple of them. Oh my God, I almost died. They had jalapenos in it with it.
I don't think it was jalapeno. I think
I don't know what it was, but they were hot.
Some of them little Serranos get pretty hot too.
yeah.
Especially if they start to turn a little black around down the edge. Them things are, yeah, they get pretty warm. I buy a lot of pickled Serranos. I love them things. They're
I
still
like-
spicy, but they're not pickly taste, you know. But
I
it's
like
not.
Blanos, but they're hard to find.
Yeah, we got them up here all the time. They're all right. I don't mind them.
They're like a spicy bell pepper.
Yeah. Yep.
Hell, Dairy Queen makes these things, or Alitos or something like that they're called. Or they have like onion rings, but they're jalapeno peppers in them. Things are awesome. If you like onion rings, you really like them. Hey, Pappy.
Right. Go ahead. Go.
I wouldn't say I'm coughing and moving.
Oh, Tennessee Ridgewinter, hello. Angelone, hello.
Hey,
See how big
Stan.
these were?
And blackberries got 4 early. Look, some of them big as a damn strawberry bush.
Really?
You
How
know,
do they taste being that big?
good. Bitter.
That one was sour.
Put some butter on. Not butter, but sugar. Whatever. Butter. I can tell I'm tired. Put some butter on.
Yeah, put some butter on there. That'll make a bring a little garlic on there too while you're at it.
We'll cut all of them in half and sprinkle a little sugar on like you do strawberries. That'll sweeten them up.
Yeah, I don't want no more.
Hear what I said? Go cut them all in
I
half.
know.
Yeah, Tracy, that doesn't surprise me a bit. Nothing surprises me anymore with this. The movement of the DC swamp. Shit's starting to bleed out everywhere. They need a better barrier for that swamp.
You can put a motor on it and set it on fire.
They're hoping they push enough buttons that somebody sooner or later will stand up for themselves, and then they say, "See how they are? They're violent."
Oh yeah, that's what they've been pushing this whole time, and they just can't get a rile out of most of us, and so they make shit up. You know, J6 was one. Yep. It's a screwed up mess, every bit of it. has been, I don't know, 2 years or better. I'd say 6 years because, well, let's say 4 years because everybody was pushing against everything he did. Then it just bled over into the potato administration, and it just now them running all that crap. It's just like I said, they just didn't have big enough birds on that swamp. Now, Chuck, I got a question for you. Maybe you could answer it. I was thinking about this morning, a little bit last night after I got off all the shows. The FBI, Federal Bureau, and we know what it means. Federal. Okay. Wouldn't that confine them to looking into federal agencies only to keep them straight and doing the right thing, not civilian population? Because if that's the case, and then they trickled out, they try to change it so no one knows, like the KBI, which is Kansas Bureau Investigation, OSBI, Oklahoma State Bureau Investigation. You got the TBI or whatever they call it down there. And, so they've trickled it down. Why do they need all that when there's police and sheriff in every county, pretty much all over the United States? Not all the states, because some states don't even have a sheriff, some counties. But down in these areas, they all have that. So why is the federal coming into the private sector even messing with anybody? I wouldn't think they have grounds to stand on. So my question is, do I misunderstand that?
They don't they don't have legs to stand on if they're stopped by the people at the county level or state level. But since most of them are paid to play, they don't stop them. So,
and the ones that ain't paid to play, they just don't know the Constitution or law. They know their policy and they know their codes they go by each city or county they go by. But I don't think they know that. Some of them don't know the true Constitution, whether it's the Oklahoma Constitution, Texas Constitution, federal Constitution.
I got stuff in Mar-a-Lago. If the sheriff would have been there when they showed up, they could have told them, leave, get out of here. This is illegal, what you're doing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Come back around here and we'll arrest every one of you. Yeah, I know it, Eric, but I had that question. And I'd really like to have heard D-Dog's explanation of that. Because he probably told me I'm stupid or something, but I don't mind. He's a wealth of knowledge. But there's questions I had. I thought about that this morning, thought about it, and I thought, yeah, I got to talk to somebody about this and find out, because I don't think they was even supposed to get into civilian lives. I think they was all supposed to stay federal and foreign. But maybe I'm wrong. I can't find much on their responsibilities and what was truly set out for them to do. But it's a made-up BS deal either way. They should have never created them. Sharon Whitmore, hello. Caroline, hello.
I ain't shaved, but hello, Sharon. Hello, Carol.
You gonna try to come on after Bonnie, Chuck?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Don't forget, everybody, don't forget to go check out Chuck's channel. Y'all stay up that late. You don't know where to check him up. I don't know what time it'll be, because we don't know how long Bonnie will go tonight. So once she's done, we'll all jump over on Chuck. Everybody give him a thumbs up, share him out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Little channel. I like his little channel, my little channel. I like a lot of these little ones. It's easier to talk, it's easier to keep up with chat. Trust me, you get 2,000-3,000 people in the chat like my last show that I was on at one time. Yeah, there ain't nothing but a blur over there on the right hand side of your screen. Nothing but a blur. I think Tracy and Liz like coming over here because this is like, you know, they went from college level down to grade school level. You know, where mine's so little they like to come over and mod here, and just because it's relaxing, and they get to, you know, meet great people, and half of them they know anyway, or better.
Yeah, standalone. I ain't gonna leave and just about give up with them dealing with them. They're such a pain in the ass. I see what you're on there. You tell them about to give up with the damn idiots on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube, they pick out somebody, and I'm gonna tell you what, they go hound them until they either give up or muscle through it. So I've seen them do it to a bunch of people. Bunch of people. Yes, Tracy. Yep. You'd think by all the complaints they get back towards them, they'd slow down a little bit. I heard they eased up on some of the key words, but that they was really hammering people on. But I'm not going to take that chance at this time yet. I do see other channels saying a lot of the key words that they was really hitting people for hard last year. I do that old whooping cough crap. They had to push it real hard because they know eventually it'd die off. And look, you don't hardly hear anything on it anymore.
A lot of places are pushing round 2 of it.
Do what now? I'm sorry.
A lot of countries are pushing round 2 on it already.
Oh, I know it. They're every once in a while someone will sprig up and try to curl up, you know, stir up a little chaos. But other than that, it's like whatever. No one's listening. So save your breath. You'll need it one day. Yes, concerned Patriot, you're probably correct there. Well, we did have some good news. Dr. Flip Flop is stepping down. I think sometime this year. That's what I keep seeing anyway.
Yeah, Ben, I had my Scooby snacks already. None of that looks good now.
Did you finish that bowl of pudding?
Yeah. Now I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't have ate all that.
Well, you probably didn't eat a whole lot all day long.
Right.
Yeah, you said you had those treat tacos.
That's it. Yeah, I didn't eat all day, and then I just had them tacos.
Yep.
I got out there at 9-10 o'clock this morning and started working on it.
Yeah.
Got it fired up, started cutting. I cut first without the new blades on, and when the boys come out, started getting all the stuff and jacked it up and got the deck high enough to jack it up and just enough to get an impact under there and swap them blades out.
All right, Caroline. Take care of what you got to, girl.
Well, I guess it's probably closer to 5 hours, maybe even closer to 6 when I was out there doing it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a long time to be out in that heat, especially with not a break or much to drink. No groceries about halfway through to snack on.
I didn't realize how hot and tired I was until I come in and then air conditioner hit me in here and I was like, oh God. Let me just lay
What do you
over
neighbor?
this little table and I'll go to sleep. So, I don't know who the background noise meaning if they're hearing my fan or what.
Uh-oh. My little sister just sent me one. She's at horse races. They have bought a new racehorse, 2 years old, and this is the first time that they've had her running. Huh. Maybe I'll get her to get up here and we can have another rundown of how things are going there. Cool. It's a lot of fun talking to her. Highly intelligent, so she makes me look dumb, but that ain't hard to do. And she's just they got passionate in that horse racing. I had two. They started off with. I don't know how many they got now. They built a barn big enough. I don't know, probably 10 or better. Them ain't no cheap horses either. The day I get her on, I'd like to see if Rob will come up. He knows work horses. He talks race horses, but they're still a horse talk, Yeah, Red, I'm glad you got to see her. I really am. She's a cool person. Beautiful young lady. I gotta quit calling her baby girl. I don't know, probably close to 38 now. But she's always been baby girl to me ever since she was born. I've always been Bubba to her. So. Oh. Sorry about that. I had to step away real quick. Oh yeah, probably so. Red, probably so. So,
the chair's talked to me enough. I'm listening to it finally. Just kept saying, put your feet up.
Mabonga, Latif, from Uganda. Hello. Well, thank you, Katie. I appreciate that. All right, Homestead. Yeah, GG, I'll try to get that over to you. I'll try to remember to do that right after the show here in about 30 minutes. I'll have Red shoot me a text at the end of this and remind me, because there ain't no telling where my brain's going to be by the end of this live. So I'll get it to you.
I think my brain's hanging around on the porch with my butt.
Still knocking on the door trying to get in?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's been kind of a for a Friday night, it's kind of slow out there usually. But I'm sure there's a lot of people, with children in football or grandchildren in football, and it is that season. So, with football ramping up, the ones that are still watching, they're all out doing tailgate parties or backyard parties, watching the game, chit-chatting with friends. But it slows down a little bit in the fall. Huh? Why in the heck would you say that, GG? Well, that's just so you can go shoot your guns and get some groceries on the table. Do what, Rabbit? Huh. Okay. Yeah, I caught that part. Oh, okay. I'll tell you a funny little story, Caroline. First time they put me under, I was 16 years old, and they gave me some shots. I was going to cut a burn spur out of right below my knee, on my inner, uh, right below my knee, on the inner side of my leg. And they put me under, and they didn't have me strapped down, and they had that needle right in my, the joint right by my elbow. I rolled over and just curled my arms up and went to sleep. I guess I shoved the needle through my arm. Never knew it. They got me rolled over and strapped down, and then they put a new IV in and went to work. In and out the same day. Now it's back. Yeah. 34 years ago. Hey, Christina. Good to see you, girl. So anyway, so I guess I can drop the link, see if one more wants to come up for about 30 minutes, and we're going to bail.
Hey, Christina.
There you go. Oh yeah, as long as you're, Christina, as long as you're kind to the chat and the panel, yeah, have fun. Yeah, you're safe. You ain't gonna get bought unless you get some psycho on it. We told you the first time, so you're good. All right, Caroline. We'll see you after bed or along down the road somewhere. Still with me, Chuck?
Yeah.
I didn't know you got your belly pulling up. You was trying to doze in and out.
I leaned my head back in just the right spot that I can feel the fan moving the air, and it's moving the air conditioner air all over me, and I'm just kind of like, yeah.
I can't get enough of that air blowing up. Yeah. Yeah, when you go off and get in that shower, that should rinse off some of that dirt, help your skin breathe a little bit.
Times like this, when we wish I had a pool, I'd go there and spray myself with a hose and get in it.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
The sun's starting to go down out there. It's kind of, there ain't no sun beating down, and water would probably still be a little warm. But
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's always nice, you know. They say, well, when it gets dark, it cools off. Well, not right at first. It actually warms up a little bit due to the ground starts releasing the heat it's absorbed. And the water's the same way. So it feels warmer than it actually is. And that's what's pretty cool about it when you get in the evenings. Uh, do what, Barb? Help us relax and shake off the stickers. Alrighty. Oh yeah, yeah. We'll all explain. You know, Christina, if you ever goof up, like I said, the first time we'll say, "Hey, you can't," you know, let's be nice, or whatever is going on. And then if it just turns into a big brawl, then you know, then we have to do something different. But other than that, you know, everybody's going to have different opinions on things. That don't mean you get mad and jump up and down and scream and holler at each other. It means you try to work it out. Hey, discernment. Hello, Ed. Welcome back. Oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with speaking your mind, but you also got to let people, you know, comment back too. I've been on panel with you before. I've been in the chat with you before. And I know you're very opinionated, which I don't have a problem with. Well, Dr. Sleepy, you're Caroline's husband. Okay. Dr. Sleepy, thank you for showing up. Good to see you. Yes, Tennessee Rib Runner. That's it. That's it. That's all I ask. I'm like I said, there's a lot of channels out there that has zero tolerance. I got a little bit, but I don't like it getting out of hand and disrupting the whole chat and the whole panel. That's just not right. We've had a few come in and try to do that. I just relieve them of their access. They didn't want it apparently. There's other places they can go do that. Hey, Kiss Off. Good to see you. I dropped the link if anybody wants to come up. I have to scroll back just a little bit. But I dropped it. Like I said, we're going to be shutting down here in 26 minutes. I ain't going to step on anybody else's toes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Christina, don't worry about it. Just enjoy the chat. Speak your mind. It'll all be good. been a crying day. Well, I hate to hear that. But I understand the situation you told us about. I think it was yesterday. I understand it. Understandable. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Like I said, I try to make everybody welcome here. Like one title I had, everybody's welcome, until they're not. No one they can make until they're the only ones that can make that decision. I don't do it. They're the ones that make the decision. I just have to be the one that takes the action. Or one of my moms. Just off, you're okay, girl. Sometimes you need to get away from the stresses at home and get into a conversation with somebody else, get your mind off things for a little bit. Sometimes it's good. Yes, you always got to go back to real life, but that can be, in a couple of hours or later. So, yeah, I hate to see that. Wish I had anybody. Like I said, I lost mine in 12. My little brother. One of my little brothers did that. The one that was my best friend all the way growing up. Yeah, it takes a little bit. Takes just a little bit to get over it. Biggest thing is deal with it now if you're not dealing with it 10 years down the road like I did. That makes it really hard because then you have all the regrets of not dealing with it back then. The sermon this week went really quick for me. Woke up on Monday and went to bed, woke up again, it was Friday. It seemed like.
You're not on your life.
I don't know what the hell happened. I didn't know if you fell out of your chair or what.
Now Biggie closed the door coming in. I guess I nodded off. I guess that shit wore me out. I ain't used to being out there for very long. Go out there an hour or two and usually come in. I just put some of that biofreeze on my neck.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I just up.
Yeah, a taco truck. I got told him give me a bunch of those extra grilled onions. And I guess she cooked some of that hot pepper with it. It's kicking Vicky's ass.
She needs to eat some of that pudding to cool off.
Hey, that might be hell.
I just took one of these on the help.
I know it's so hot. They had an hour later, my lip was still hot, burning around my corner of my mouth and up towards my mustache into under my nose.
Yep.
So I don't know what it was in it. There was some strips of some kind of green pepper in it, but who knows what it was. I know they got some hot ones up, or sometimes they have a little tiny short one. And them suckers are usually hot.
I've watched them slip in them green habaneros.
Yeah,
Some of them. I'm going to tell you what.
that may have been what it was.
Yeah, you don't. You eat one or two. If they get really hot, I pull the rest of them off. 'Cause maybe leave one on the very back end, but I pull all the ones in the middle out. I know by the time I get to the end of that, I'm going to regret it in the morning. Or depending on the tacos later that evening. About 20 minutes, we'll be shutting her down, guys.
Yeah, they keep talking about him. They're going to bring it, breathe life into it.
I'm sorry, do what, Chuck?
They're talking about frog. I said they keep talking about him. They're going to breathe life into something.
Oh, yeah. No, you're good, GG. You know something that's always good for, the rest of us follower, me, Chuck, and Bonnie, and all of us to know, too. Because that way we can watch for it also. I don't think that'd be a good one. And we're starting to drop like flies, so yeah.
What the numbers dropping?
Do what?
Numbers dropping.
Yeah. Well, and that's what's silly. They dropped earlier quite low and then went up 30. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're coming and going. I have no clue. I know LWN's on, so that jacks with it a little bit. He'll be going off about the same time I am, unless he's got a really great guest on, and he'll stay on sometimes a little longer. Yeah, it's starting to crawl back up again.
Yeah, it's showing Salty Cracker was on 9 minutes ago too. So.
Oh yeah, he draws a huge crowd.
Yeah, I went over one day, messed with him. I said, Salty, I said, every time you pop on when I got my stream running, you kill my stream. And then he said, asked me what my stream was. It's the same as my name. And I got a few subs off of him that one time, but he said he couldn't get into it. Having issues with YouTube. Probably one of the times he pissed them off.
Bruce, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, just hanging in there. Listening to you guys. Been working a lot on you guys' channels and stuff. What are you going to be doing Sunday, Shane?
Good question. I'm not right now. I don't have a lot of plans. I know my brother's going to try to come in either tomorrow or Sunday. We've got to take care of a few things and get some invoices out. But okay. I don't know. Why? What you got?
The reason I was asking is Bonnie. I sent her an email one day, and she sent one back and wanted to know if possible one of these days I can help her program her radio.
Help her with her handheld?
Yeah, her handheld walkie-talkie.
Okay.
And I got a couple more up here I ordered the other day. And what I'd like to do is fix you up with one of them and things and get it programmed for your locals down there and things. And then we can work on Bonnie also through a Zoom call or figure something out how to do it.
All right. Yeah, it looks like you got about a couple dozen of them sitting over there on the shelf behind you.
Well, the UV5R Bayfang is I ordered two couple weeks ago with the big batteries on them. The red one I got up there on my headboard is
Right.
one like it too. They're all alike and everything, and what she's got, we can do that. And also, there's two ways to do it. You can do it with the keypad, or make a file and get the programming table and get it set up on the computer and burn it into the radio.
Okay.
And
Hey, Bruce, how you doing, bud?
oh, hanging in there, Chuck. Sounds like you got your butt whooped today, and you didn't even have to die.
Rabbit's asking how you train that bobcat to be so loving.
Oh, she's a spoiled, rotten brat. She has a fit in here. She'll hear the phone ring. She'll come in here, and I'm talking on the phone, and she just don't understand how I can talk to that square thing, and she don't see anybody, so she tries to get between me and the phone sometimes.
Maybe she's just trying to protect you from 5G.
Yeah, she's very protective at times and jealous and things like that. So it gets to be quite comical around here. I only got one problem though. I don't speak kitty. That's the problem I got. We get along great except we can't communicate.
Yep. It's hard to.
Yeah, a minute ago when you was talking about that radio, she was sitting there next to you, looking right up at you like she was waiting for you. She's like, I can't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, sometimes I swear she's part owl. She'll cock her head sideways and do about a 90-degree turn and stuff with her head, and I swear she's part owl sometimes because she gives me a funny look.
Yeah, they're pretty limber.
Yeah. But no, I just wanted to see what she'd be doing and maybe see if we can do that for Bonnie and everything. And I got to look up on, got to know what county she's in down there and things to see if it's even possible to program some of that in there. Sometimes they've gone to 800 megahertz for the newer radios and stuff, and her radio will not be compatible with it whatsoever. So, and as far as I know, for you down there, for local law enforcement, fire department, and I think EMS, plus some mutual aids between the counties and state, the one that I've got, we can plug it in for you and you can have some fun soon.
Okay. Yeah, let me see what's going on. I'll try to get everything scheduled to where I can get all my invoices done tomorrow, so I ain't got nothing to do Sunday.
Okay.
And then maybe right after lunch we can get together and then go over some of that.
Okay.
And get that taken care of. Maybe we'll have to find out what Bonnie's doing Sunday evening or Sunday afternoon too.
Yeah.
Because she may be out at her mother's, or there ain't no telling, or she may be going on her show for her Sunday spray-a-thon.
Right. But no, I'd schedule it for tomorrow, but I've got a friend of mine up here. We're going to try to, he lives in government housing up here, and they're wanting to stick their nose in like once a year to know what she's doing and how much she makes and expenses and all that. So I'm going to help her do that tomorrow. She's had a couple strokes and on a pacemaker and stuff, so I'm kind of her brain sometimes and everything for stuff like this. Besides that, I got the technology and she don't know how to run the technology, so she just tickled to death. We've been doing this for about 6 years and everything, and I've known her about 35 years, 40 years, something like that.
Right.
So, but that's kind of what I had in mind and all that other for the news and stuff like that. I'll bring my beast down when I come and everything and go from there. Maybe we can do something on that side of it too. And I would like to take a look at your computer
is what was
See
weird.
if I can get your camera to work and maybe your HDMI cord to work and things like that. See what we can do there also, you know, kind of give it a checkup and see what might have happened to it.
Grass on me.
Well, I got another one also that's brand new. It's an HP, a little one I bought for my printer,
Yeah.
so I don't have to tie it to this one. And a 2-year-old's been watching cartoons on it. Well, turn it on and it gets to the where I put my passcode in,
Yeah.
and then it just goes to black screen, sits there for a minute, and shuts off.
Huh,
So
okay.
I don't know what they hit or what they did, but something's not right.
Well, I'll see if I can find my what is a Windows 10.
Yeah, I think it's Windows 10. I bought it early this year, but I think it is still a Windows 10.
Okay, I'll see if I can find my thumb drive and download a current copy of Windows 10 because I can tell it to boot off the thumb drive and we can go into kind of a repair mode and see if we can fix something.
Yeah, go into safe mode. Okay.
No, the repair mode when it boots off of the USB.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Like it's going to install Windows 10, but we won't install it. There's a function there in the window where you can go into repair and
Okay.
see what we can do, but I'll just have to be in front of it to actually see what it's doing and go from there. Now, does it do that? Go to the black screen plugged or unplugged from the
Yeah,
battery?
because that's what. Yeah, I thought. Well, maybe the battery just went crap on me and just ain't holding the charge, so we have to leave it. No,
I left
even plugged in, it does it.
one lock. Who locked it? I think.
Okay, we'll see what we can do and everything. I'm pretty tech savvy at times and all of that when my brain's working all right, but the last few months and stuff, I've been scatterbrained and sometimes a basket case with this situation with my daughter. Still
Yep.
hadn't solved it yet, so it's gotten worse. I'll fill you in when I get down there.
Okay.
So, but I'll just go into stealth mode here or just meet you guys over at Bonnie's in stealth mode, all of that. So I just wanted to touch bases with you, see what you can coordinate with Bonnie and see
Okay.
maybe you can get her fixed up. But if you can just find out what county she is in down there and text it to me. I don't want to put it out over the air here.
I got it laying right here in my cabinet. I've got it.
Okay, and I want to look and see if the radios are going to be compatible.
Yeah, Ray. Yeah, I can. I could probably turn it on, hit F12 until it went into safe mode. But it's been so long since I've done that to go in and work on them. It's been since probably 2005.
In there too.
Well, I've forgotten more, and I don't know these new systems anymore. So
They're not
I'd
that
rather
much.
have somebody that knows look at it.
Okay, yeah, I'll see if I can look at it and see what maybe we can do to see if I can make it a little better for you. You know, like I tell people, I'll look at it, but I can't promise nothing, but I'll give it a hell of a try.
There you go. That's it.
So, but anyway, we'll see you over at Bonnie's and stuff, and if you can find out what county she's in and text it to me, that would be great, and that way I can do the research and see what we need to do.
All right, that'll work.
All right, we'll talk.
Make sure that's okay with Bonnie before I do that. So
Yeah.
okay.
But I think it'll be all right. But I just need to know what county town is immaterial. You know, it'd be process and deduction, but I just need to know the county so I'll know what to look up on radio reference to get the frequencies for at least her county and maybe some neighboring counties that you might be able to hear also. So
Yes, I think she's real close at her mother's being on a different county. It may be the same county, but it's right close to borderline. So yeah, so when she's out there, it'd be nice, she could communicate with that one for good too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll get with Bonnie and,
see, radio waves for the most part don't know boundaries and stuff, so
right.
we can put surrounding counties in and and things like that.
Yeah, she should be able to get them all.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. And guys, I'm fixing to end this broadcast. Bonnie goes on in about 5 minutes, and I got to take care of a few things before I go over there. So I'm already going to go ahead and shut this down. Chuck, are you going over there?
Real quick, if I
Yeah, go
can.
ahead.
Fat man, I noticed you and Christina were on my block list. You're not anymore. I don't know what happened. Somebody said that YouTube was doing that kind of shit too.
Yeah, it's happened to me. We can't find common sense. There's nowhere in mine. I don't know what happened. I don't know if somebody did it out there or what.
Well, we'll see you guys over there. See you later, Chuck. Have a good night and love you guys. See you soon.
All right.
We'll be in a bit.
Okay.
I'm going to drop 2, Shane. That way you can. Bye, y'all. See you in a minute.
All right.
Okay.
See y'all later.
Bye-bye.
All right. See you. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. I appreciate everybody that showed up today. I always do every day. So it's rhetorical, but thank y'all. Brenda, glad you showed up at the last minute. Good to see you. So I guess I'll see you somewhere else then. So anyway, everybody have a good evening, and we will talk to you all soon. Good night.